Hey guys, today I'm going to show you Star Wars Rogue Squadron for the N64. This game came out in December of 1998 and is made by a group called Factor 5. They made a lot of the LucasArts games for the N64. And one thing I really like about most of their games is that they actually really push the N64 hardware. Most of their games took advantage of the expansion pack, the extra RAM, and offered a high resolution mode. So I'm going to show you Star Wars Rogue Squadron in high resolution mode for the N64.
So as you can see there, expansion pack enhanced. Little logo comes up in the bottom. And here we have the game. This is basically the startup screen. It's actually rather clever, as most of the LucasArts starting screens are. And here's the Factor 5. Drops the bomb in the Death Star. Now first things first, you think we're going to get started, but no, we're not going to get started. We got to go into the game settings for one important detail, and that's high resolution mode. Right now we're in normal resolution. Got to change that over to high resolution. Because we have that expansion pack, the extra RAM, we can run the high resolution mode, but you've got to change it. Default, as soon as you get the game, even though you have the expansion pack, is going to be normal resolution. As is the case with a lot of games that use the expansion pack. I believe Perfect Dark even does the same thing. Really, it should know that you have the expansion pack and it should default to high resolution mode, but here you pick a level, basically. This is one of the first levels in the game, if not the first level, so I'm going to start off. You can pick the ship. Different levels let you pick different ships. Of course, I'm going to go with the classic X-Wing. Now you gotta admit, these graphics are pretty darn good for the old N64. Skip this bullshit, I don't know what that is all about. And here we go.
Good morning.
This game's basically an action flight shooting game.
You
know, it's like Star Fox or whatever, but Star Wars, of course. Now, this is like one of the first levels, like I said. So we're actually shooting droids for the first part of the level. It's just kind of get you used to flying and get you used to shooting targets, I guess. Which is good because it's been so long since I played this game. I, need an easy level to figure out what the controls are. As I suspected, the Z is your trigger. Z does shoot. So yeah, this is kind of boring, I know. Just shooting these damn droids and apparently just hit one and you just bounce off it, oddly enough.
I'm clear, but my factor's down.
Now, one thing I did notice at some points in the game, the frame rate's not perfectly smooth. It does get a little bit choppy. It's not horribly choppy or anything, but it is actually quite a bit smoother at parts in normal resolution mode. And that's one thing that I think they fixed in the one after this, Star Wars Republic Fight or something. Naboo. Battle for Naboo, that's the one. They gave it a greater viewing distance. They bumped up the resolution even more in Battle for Naboo. And what else? There's a lot of LucasArts games for the N64. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. I believe Factor 5 also made what was it, Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine, just some of the better graphics on the N64 as well. You know, like I said, Factor 5 pretty much known for pushing the N64, you know, really squeezing, you know, some good graphics out of it. Now, the biggest problem with the N64 was its texture limitations and its overuse of, I guess it's their form of anti-aliasing, and we all know the typical N64 game, you know, it is blurry, but not these games in the high resolution mode, actually not even in the low resolution mode. You know, this game doesn't have that blurriness over the whole screen that a lot of N64 games suffer from. You know, in the right hands, the N64 was a pretty good system. Talking about a system that came out in 1996, GoldenEye is always, you know, going to be the one game that, you know, gets linked with that system. And there you go, I beat the level. Interesting fact, I was actually just thinking about the N64 the other day and GoldenEye, and that game came out in 1997, and I can't remember the exact date, but it actually predates Quake 2. And that surprised me, you know. I was thinking Half-Life, you know, maybe it came out after Half-Life. No, it predates Half-Life. It predates Quake 2, so, you know, that game does deserve the respect that it has. But anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about GoldenEye. This is Star Wars, and that's the video. See you later.